All right, we're good. What's poppin'? Yo, we're here. Boy Tokyo is in the chat. Enzyme was poppin'. Glad to have you in the chat. Bro, I feel a sneeze coming already. Now the second one's gonna come. What's up, Motita? Moose Wayne, what's poppin'? What's up, Noah? Good to see ya. Mastermind from Sora's mom. Read here first. What's up, Lady Gal? It's good to see you already starting with the theories. This John was timed out by Nightbot. Because Nightbot does not like links. What is popping, everyone? It's good to see you in the chat. Whoa, that was strange. Someone. Shout out to y'all who be messaging me on Twitter. I appreciate y'all. Boom. Okay, we're good? We're good? What's up, Ricardo? Just want to make sure we're actually live. Yeah, we're probably actually gonna play a game tonight. And by a game, I mean Kingdom Hearts. Strange, you know? KingdomAce playing Kingdom Hearts. When was the last time y'all seen that? Not very often. It is not often you see me actually play Kingdom Hearts. KingdomAce plays the games? I just thought he watched Let's Plays. Nah, bros. I actually play the games. Have played the games. Occasionally play the games. Oh, what? Why did he? Oh my goodness, bro. I didn't just see that. I didn't just see that. Pronounce the world is with you wrong. Y'all definitely really want the world is with you. That kind of surprised me. Surprised me, but didn't surprise me. I know people are trying to see Final Fantasy 15 because, you guys have told me plenty of times. So seeing the world is with you beat it that much, it was like, dang. I mean, it could also be the timing too, because, you know, and the world is with you sequel did just get announced, so that could be the time where people are like, oh, it's time. thought you were gonna say Age of Calamity. I beat Age of Calamity last night, well, technically this morning at like 3 a.m. It was awesome, bro. It was awesome. Even My Hero Academia movie 3 got announced. Yep, now the budget for the newest season is gonna suck. It'd be like that though. I read the manga anyway, so it don't matter to me. But I'm excited for the anime. I'm excited for the movie. Excuse me. KingdomAce is my favorite YouTuber. Hey, you know it. Chewy Theory. Neku and the others are in Quadratum, and that's why they aren't in Neo. But aren't they in the same town? Part of me is like, I might start another Remind scenario. I was thinking about playing the game from the beginning, but part of me is like, play the Remind scenario. People want to see that more. The runs the okay, yeah, I just read that. Did not. Well, I could actually. Well, yeah, I guess I can't just talk about it here. Yeah, that's gonna be cool to play as well. I'm not too sure how the story is gonna go, unless he defected or something. Nah, bro, I definitely don't do all that. I don't do all that extra stuff, Moose Wayne. Nah, I don't do all that. Only my third day out here. Always had an interesting Neo the World theory that in Neo we're playing from the side of the Reapers. That's why Show is playable. I need to watch the trailer again, but the context of how some of the other characters were talking didn't seem like, why would, it sounds like they're players, and they were participants, they weren't exactly Reapers. But Show is there, so it leads me to believe either he's defected or something right here. Unless you want to also say it's not a sequel in a sense where it's more, that's more just something that takes place, in the universe of this series. I doubt they'll do that, though. I doubt they'll do that. Also, happy Thanksgiving for all my American warriors of courage. Shout out to us. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope y'all's day was alright. No, they did say it's a follow-up to The World Ends With You. That's what they specifically said. What's up, P. Cody Matt? What is up? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna break out the new layout too. I haven't actually used this one yet, so we're gonna put that one here. It's gonna look funky first. Here. Okay, here's a funny haha Sora theory. What if Sora is the Unicross main character reincarnated? It'd be funnier if there was actually reason to believe it, though. Give it a second. Give it a second. Boom. There we go. This is our first time using this specific one. Boom. Because we're actually playing Cage 3, it's like, hey, well, now is the time to use this specific one. DLC, Remind. Actually, how do you replay it? I gotta delete a save. I don't know where to delete. I think this was my original file. Which one should I delete? I guess I could delete that one. I don't need this. I can go ahead and delete that. Delete. It's pretty clean, my guy. Hey, appreciate it. I appreciate you. Shout out to Riley. You guys want a similar layout, something cool like this, you definitely check out Riley's Twitter right there. He definitely made this for me. Imagine the end of the Cage series, simple, clean play out, and then everything makes sense. Hopefully everything will make sense at the end of the series. If we're gonna end the series, they might as well leave everything off, you know? I want to do a new... I don't want to do that. Oh, you have to... I keep forgetting you have to branch off an existing save. And the fact that we only have 9 save slots is unthinkable for a modern RPG. But what would they end the series with? It's impossible to tell the end of a series when we're probably not even halfway through it yet. So at this point, I'm not even really entertaining the thought. I'm here now. You don't have to cry anymore. I'm here for you. Hey, thanks, Mr. Trouble. I mean, All Might. What's up, Grandma Lonely? If the box contained hope, maybe it was a tool for dealing with darkness, maybe a program that after enough time passed could wipe darkness out or subdue it entirely. That is an interesting theory. What would lead you to believe so, though, Demi? I'm interested to hear. Hey, don't think I'm gonna let y'all get away with it, though. Y'all give me your theories, but I want to actually know why you think the things you do. Mainly because if it ends up being a video of some sorts, I gotta be able to explain to y'all because there may only be, a certain amount of people here, but if it ends up as a video, thousands of people could see it, and I'd be like, ooh, ugh. What's up, Jelani? I have a friend named Jelani. I hear yelling in my household. It is Thanksgiving. Are they yelling at neighbors? Kingdom Hearts will be immortal. But Kingdom Hearts is already technically immortal because Kingdom Hearts isn't a person. It's technically a place. The Master of Masters is just friends. Is the Master of Masters just friends we made along the way? Sounds about right to me. I do not think I can fully post my theory in 200 letters. Can I post a doc link or something? Nightbot is set to likely delete any links if it's easier. If your theories are too long and you have some kind of Google Docs or link or Reddit post that you have, just send it in the Discord server. Send it in the Discord server on the in the Kingdom Hearts text channel and ping it to me. Because I go back and look at all my pings in the Discord server after things are done, after the stream is done anyway. And depending on the urgency of it, I'll probably do it during the stream anyway. If you want to just split it up, that's fine. We'll probably get to it faster that way. At the end of Cage 3, Vin, Aqua, and Terra went through the Realm of Darkness. Do you think they may know more about Vinius' origins? Unlikely. they weren't really in the position to really find out. Aqua has been in the realm of darkness for the last decade. Ven has literally been asleep the entire time. Um, it's literally feeling like he's been dreaming the whole time. He's literally just been dreaming Sora's adventures. Terra has been possessed the entire time, and he was basically Ansem's stand, Ansem Seeker of Darkness's stand. So I don't think they really would have known. And Ansem Seeker of Darkness was brought in Kingdom Hearts 3 from the past. So if anything, he wasn't around long enough to likely figure that out because they were all sent out amongst different worlds doing different missions and stuff. But so I doubt it. Master's name is Photo. We cannot hear it because nobody stole the stupid word again. Oh my gosh, bro. That's the truth. That's it right there. I should have known the whole time. Because we can look at cutscenes too. I'll probably talk over them, but just because, you know, for good purposes.
Be your guiding key. Picture this. A black goat stashes away a letter, then orders a white goat to search for it. What could his intentions possibly be?
Great! A riddle. Just what I need.
There are many possibilities. Perhaps he forgot where it's hidden. Or he's playing a prank. Or the letter has truly gone missing. I can think of several reasons offhand. Guessing is simply useless.
Well, then just follow your orders. Plain and simple.
Yes, that's what I've always done. I follow the orders from above, without question.
Oh boy, clean.
I sometimes can't help but read into my opponent's strategy.
Too long on the job?
If the contents of the box are so unknown, why is it of such critical importance to the organization? Furthermore, was it Xehanort or Xemnas who gave the order?
Well, it's tricky.
All Xehanort cares about is the clash between the 7 lights and 13 darknesses. It's unlikely he would hold such an interest in this mysterious box. Which means the order was issued by Xemnas, or the one who informed me of my task, you.
As if. It must have been Xemnas.
My inquiries suggested otherwise.
Oh man, you asked him.
What are your intentions?
Look, I don't know what's inside the box, but it's been protected by Keyblade wielders since way back when. Aren't you curious? I heard it contains information that's vital to all Keyblade wielders. Secrets.
And where did you hear this?
Yeah, where?
I don't remember. I keep my eyes and ears wide open, but I've traveled so many different places. It's hard to keep everything straight, you know?
If this box is truly as important as you say, why now? I believe you discovered that others also seek it, and you need to find it before anyone else does, in order to keep your connection to the box a secret from those around you. Xigbar, who are you really? No matter. It doesn't make a difference to me. It's all the same. I'm content to feign ignorance.
What's up, Miss Pirate?
The question is, who are you, Luxord?
Why are y'all calling him that? That is not his name, bro. It's Luxord. It's Luxord. Y'all can't just change the name y'all can't do that. Consistency, bro. Come on. Also, if you guys are enjoying the stream and you haven't hit the like button yet, do that for your boy. It really means a lot. And share the stream out with a homie. You know, homie, family, your dog, something. Open up the iPad. Really mean a lot. I want to see if we can hit 100 viewers again. Them arguing over Demix or Sora being the master of masters. It's funny when neither of them are going to be it.
No.
I don't want a Sora is the master of masters theory. I just want Sora and master of masters theory. So it could be just Sora theories, like, you know, his fate, what's going to end up happening, you know, what's truly happened to him, etc.
Slips away again. I thought we'd finally be together, but she's out there, alone. Not for one more second.
I love these pre-rendered cutscenes.
Thank you, Donald, Goofy.
No, because Shelly, because Gauge 2, they literally said Luxord. But in this, they say Luxord. Like that, they literally changed it. That's why everybody was like, huh? Luxord? When did they start calling him that?
We'll both be back before you know it.
Please.
Hold up.
Him go, Mickey.
Riku.
His heart and his mind are made up. Now believe
That boy Sora is clean, dude.
Yeah. Safe journey, Sora.
Thank you.
I don't think they lip sync the pre-rendered cutscenes actually, now that I think about it. I noticed it they kind of seem they're not as accurate as the regular cutscenes are. They lip sync the regular cutscenes for sure. So if you play the game in Japanese, you'll get Japanese lip sync. If you play the game in English, you'll get English lip sync. Oh dang, you haven't played Remind of Blue? Oh, here's a cutscene that I use in videos all the time. It's been a while since I watched it all the way through again. Let's see this. Turn this volume up, bro. I need that ray trace in my soul right now.
So?
Yeah. It wards off darkness. It's useful.
Told ya. So, how'd it go? The tour.
I learned the reason for my existence.
Did you now?
Oh, tell me more.
All around the world, people live seemingly peaceful lives. They believe themselves to be moral and virtuous, but it's all an act. Darkness lurks in the pit of everyone's heart.
Ben Diskin is a monster, dude. He did amazing. I would love to get him in a stream one of these
Sounds like
days.
your trip around the world opened your eyes, but you got a little bit more than you anticipated. You must have seen a lot of darkness.
Those who are weak and who desire greater power simply strip the strong of their power and convince themselves they've earned it.
Well, Maria, practically every Keyblade wielder can technically be immortal anyway, because as long as they own a Keyblade and are skilled enough to transfer their heart into another person, they should be capable of being immortal, because that's what Lushu's done, so that makes Lushu immortal. So anyone who can do that, is technically immortal. Being immortal isn't necessarily special in the Kingdom Hearts series, technically. But people like Sora and Riku don't necessarily have a moral reason to do such a thing, as possessing someone else isn't exactly moral. So it would take a person who doesn't really care about moral things to do something like that. I know a theory about a connection between the Master Masters and Sora, but this one of them being different people. That's fine. Not likely, but what if Sora was created possibly by the Master Master as an anomaly of the Book of Prophecies? He was never meant to be a Keyblade wielder. He's basically the only reason Ventus was able to return. Among all the other stuff he does throughout the series, he's able to turn the tide. I'd probably hate that. Plus, we don't really have enough evidence to say the Master Masters is even capable of something like that. We know he can create some type of life, like he created the Cherethies, but can he create a whole person? And can he orchestrate people's memories into, knowing he was born here in this town by these parents and stuff like that? Because Riku and Sora grew up together. We've only seen them as both 4 and 5 years old, respectively, but who's to say they weren't together, even before that? Who's to say they weren't born, in the same year, or shortly after one another, of course, because, Riku's obviously older, and they've known each other since they were practically born, family, friends, etc. We just don't have that kind of knowledge just yet. We probably never will down to that T, but Sora's name is Sky. Nomura will use him to tie different games together. Yeah. Hey guys, so was Lucio aware of the Master reference during the scene? Wonder where Lucio was. Lucio was likely not in his Zigbar body yet, of course, because obviously, this Zigbar body ain't that old. He probably possessed it at a much later time, so he might. Based off how I feel, it's possible that he was in the body of Master Odin. That's what I think, at least. It's definitely possible. I need to make that video already. Let me open up the Google Docs. Y'all know what time it is. Open up the Google Docs. I should have had that open already, but y'all know how it be. Didn't I make this video already? I'm telling you guys, when you guys start making theories as much as I have, or at least in video format, you start forgetting what you haven't done already. I feel like I made this video years ago before Kingdom Hearts 3. I definitely did. But now that Kingdom Hearts 3 is a thing, it honestly is just kind of reconfirmed my suspicion. And Dark Road's kind of solidified my thoughts on it. Master disappeared just like how Sora disappeared to another reality. For what reason? For the Masters, I have no idea. I'm saying our vocal performance is underrated. It shouldn't be because he's freaking awesome. You think he made the foretellers in terms of actually creating them? I don't know about that. Yo, what's up, Jordan? Me and Coda talked about this yesterday. I have a theory that Luxor is not the same driver for Yozora because of the fact Zena said he was part of the ancient Keyblade legacy we don't have. That is true. I do consistently think about that. Didn't the master say that he put one of his eyes on a no-name Keyblade? Yes, in the Kingdom Hearts Key back cover movie, he said he put his eye in that Keyblade. So that way, at least you can take the Keyblade and use it in the future. That way he can see the future and write the Book of Prophecies. And because the Book of Prophecies was already written when that happened, Lucio has already succeeded in his mission. Masters is Sora's father. But why though? I agree that's about something up with Odin, the way his hat covers one of his eyes. I'm mainly saying Lucio being Odin makes sense because if you remember in the KH3 trailers, in the same room that Xehanort and Ericus are playing chess, there is a plaque on the wall that Xehanort looks at, and the camera pans to it, and it's the no-name Keyblade hung up in there. And if that's their classroom they were playing chess in, then it makes it likely that Keyblade likely belongs to the teacher of that class. And that teacher, now we know because of Dark Road, is Master Odin. And Xehanort in Dream Drop Distance already knows that Keyblade exists. One, because he's seen his future self with it, but he knows, of course, I will get this Keyblade, but as of the current moment, he does not possess that Keyblade. All right, let's finish the cutscene.
That's how people become tainted by darkness. They believe what they want to believe, using hollow reasons as justification. They repeat this cycle,
What's up, Mark?
and their darkness grows.
So you're saying the weak feel the need to justify their actions to maintain a sense of self.
Well,
Can't let that slip.
Zigbar is only missing an eye because old man Zane, or pretty much destroyed his eye in Birth by Sleep. Because in Birth by Sleep, when Lucy was already possessing Zigbar, he had both his eyes. Bro, I feel another sneeze coming, guys. Oh my goodness, there's 2 sneezes in one stream. What's going on with me? Well, Luxord is going to be a very important character in the upcoming games of Kingdom Hearts, as we have to see how he ties into the driver and the secret and the ending of the secret episode of Kingdom Hearts 3, and we also see how he ties into the ancient Keyblade legacy, as said in Riemann. Hold up, bro. I feel another sneeze coming. What's going on with me right now?
Right?
No, it's better they be ruled by darkness. People carry delusions of having power, but it's a lie. They are but sheep pretending to be wolves. Though
I'm better
I
now.
admit, I can understand why.
Oh, I've never heard that one before. A Keyblade wielder willing to side with the darkness? Why not just let them be until the darkness consumes them?
Because left alone, the world would fall to chaos. There needs to be order.
You sure about that? Why not
Yeah,
just
that
sit
was what
back,
happened. Yeah.
watch it play
But he
out?
had both his eyes in Birth by Sleep, and one was
Understanding
destroyed.
hearts is difficult. More so the emotions within. I simply realize that it's easy to dismiss what you don't comprehend.
No, you got it right,
Okay,
Miss Fire,
all
Demix.
right. The world needs you. I'll grant you that one.
I don't know what I can do, but I will act. What comes next is too important.
I suppose letting false light dictate the future might be a pretty lousy move. So, you can make a change. You have that power. What do you want for the world?
Power, eh?
Also, hit the like button for your boy, if you haven't already,
Who knows?
if you're enjoying it.
My training's coming to an end, and the exam's not far off. Maybe I can gain some clarity then.
You're letting the exam decide? Listen to me. The results don't matter. You believe the world needs you. Sounds like you already know where you're headed.
It's funny. Somehow, I can sense where I'm supposed to go, and what I'm supposed to do. Yes. Even this coat. There's something familiar about it. As if I'm meant to wear this.
No. You'll ditch it soon.
What do you mean?
I mean that one day you're going to outgrow it.
How so?
If you truly possess great power, the darkness can't control you. You won't need a silly old coat to stay safe. In fact, you'll be the one controlling the darkness instead. Me, on the other hand, I'm too much of a scaredy cat to ever take mine off.
Who are you really? Some kind of fortune teller?
Well, I could lie and tell you that's what I am when I'm actually a brilliant artist, or even a scholar. I could tell you that I dream of world peace when I'm actually planning for its destruction. The truth is what you see with your eyes, not what you hear.
So, your name?
What did I just... Never mind. I guess there's no harm. My name is...
Oh, hey, there's my thumbnail. It was dang nobody stole the word again.
I'm a lost master.
Lost Master?
May your heart be your guiding key.
Chase is awesome, dude. He's awesome, dude. 75 years later. Oof. Imagine that 75 years later, bro. I can't even think that far
Funny,
away.
old man. Mind sharing with us?
Obviously. My name is... What?
I stand here today because of a fated encounter. Very many years ago, when I was still a young lad. I never learned who he was, and perhaps I never will. But I see now the truth he spoke of.
We don't have time for bedtime stories. Without the kid, we're still down a 13th vessel. And as for the other 12, only 3 of us are here right now. Are you absolutely sure the others made their way back to their respective times?
They just wanted to talk in a higher place. It was too humid down there.
Marluxia and Larxene are both here in this time, attempting to locate the new 7 hearts.
Dark brown, bro.
Luxord is also somewhere about.
Alright, Miss
this
Pirate, it was good to
age,
see you, though.
But after our last meeting, he went in search of
Appreciate you
something
coming
from
by.
your order.
Have a good
Isn't
one.
that so?
Huh. Oh, that. Right. Well, let's just say that what he's doing will benefit us in the long run. But
Yeah,
it's
we got
not
like
no
50
importance
viewers.
for us
Hey, I
to
appreciate
say.
y'all. I'm trying to see 50 likes,
Go
though.
on.
Can we see 50 likes,
Playing
though?
your cards close as usual.
And if each of y'all shared this stream out with one person, that would double the amount of people we have to talk theories with. Just to let y'all know. Just in case you didn't realize. Yeah.
All right. The hearts of Ansem, Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku Replica, and young Xehanort returned to where they came from and reassembled once more. Each of them is seeking a guardian of light.
So, the ones who turn human, and then back again into nobodies are me, you, Luxord, Marluxia, and Larxene.
Stop calling him that.
That's 5. The ones from the past transferred into replicas are Ansem, Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku Replica, and the old man's younger self. Then we add the old man in, the total comes up to 11. I think we're still missing 2.
Now we must discuss why we have assembled here today. My incarnations from past times, vessels into which I transferred my heart, my essence,
Dark
were
brown.
destroyed. Thus I was restored to what you see now. For one to completely disappear, their heart and body must be restored to their original form. That is one reason why I distributed my heart into several vessels. Ansem and Xemnas originated from Terra, or rather his young form, and it too was restored. However, my heart has returned to me, while his is yet lost. I decided to fill this hollow vessel with my heart. Indeed, the very same heart that previously resided within young Terra.
So that makes 12. Then, who do we get to replace the kid?
20 replicas were created by Vexen. The first 12 were nothing more than puppets, barely human. The prototype model was the Riku replica, and then number I was made. That leaves us with 6. Ansem, Xemnas, Vanitas, Riku replica, and young Xehanort's hearts. 5 vessels, 1 left. Vexen and Demyx are candidates, but backups at best. The plan for the last replica is to give it a heart that is connected to Sora's.
Connected to Sora? Anyone in mind?
The second prototype that was created, number I. Though erased from memory, it remained in Vexen's records. Its existence is greatly linked to Sora's memories.
Yes, sir.
And thus should prove to be more than adequate for our needs.
Number I. An imaginary number. How fitting.
Hatsune
While
Riku.
young Xehanort is
Bruh.
occupied with transferring hearts, I must go fulfill my duty.
That's fine, Jelani. I don't worry
Retrieve
about that.
Vexen.
Reliable as always. It sounds to me like you've got everything dependably under control.
That'd be cool, Victor.
Well, I'm off to do my part.
The plan, as we agreed upon.
I just say Riku replica. I should say Hatsune Riku in a video and see who comments about it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Xehanort really thought so far ahead, bro. Bro, I want to see more Dark Road. I want to see how that game ends. I want to see how Union Cross ends. I want these games to end already. So I can see.
Huh? This is... Oh. Chirithy!
Back so soon? What's wrong?
Well...
Even with the power of waking, you can't just bring someone back.
But Kairi's heart hasn't been lost yet. She's still with us, right?
Nope.
Maybe, but this time, I'm afraid the situation is a lot worse.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I've already restored 6 hearts. What's one more?
But
Not necessarily, but a lot of things were orchestrated by Xehanort. And part of the other people's plans was for things to be orchestrated by him.
Not to restore them after they've completely faded away from existence. You've done that 6 times before, and as a result, you've managed to greatly alter the course of history itself. You've broken a nature taboo.
Nature...
A forbidden act. Break a taboo of nature, and you'll end up paying an extraordinary price.
Oh.
Sir.
I've heard that before. So, what's the price?
You'll lose your powers. You won't be able to use the power of waking.
That's all? No problem.
Which is why if Sora is stuck in Quadratum, he likely can't use the power of waking to leave anyway. Makes you wonder, will he even be able to use his Keyblade in general there? Would Sora be able to use his Keyblade at all? He said you'll lose your powers, but
Problem.
But that's not all. You yourself will vanish from this world. And without your powers, you can't return to the world you came from.
I don't care.
What?
There's a lot I don't understand. But I know that this is all I can do right now. I have to do everything I can to get Kairi back. That's the whole reason behind my journey.
I can't stop you, can I?
nope.
Nope, I have to follow my heart.
Well, then this really is goodbye. So listen carefully to me. You'll return to the past again, but you won't be able to rewrite it this time. No matter what happens, you have to accept it and move on.
Uh, so what would his new power be? I don't think he has a new power in general. Oh yeah, I don't have Oblivion Oathkeeper on this file. I hate everything. I don't know what any of this is, but I'm not a gameplay Kingdom Hearts fan. Don't hurt me. Don't hurt me, guys. I don't know what any of this means. I'm just gonna play the game, continue on like usual. Don't hurt me. I got any food? I got any food? Let me hit him with the I don't want no ratatouille, bro. Of course the chef is gonna recommend ratatouille. You ever seen that movie, bro? Beef? Let me hit him with a dang, I ain't got no dessert, bro. Nom 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 nom. Sure. This is Remine. What's up, Christian? It's always good to see you in my chat. I need to actually get you on a call and be in here one of these days. That's two people I really want to do streams with. I want to do it with you, and I want to do it with Mel, the Secret Reports. I'm meaning to ask her about that for a while. Who do you think, LG? I think Riku would sacrifice himself to let Sora go back. Yes, but I don't think the others would let him do that. Because that wouldn't solve anything.
Is everybody okay?
There were no subtitles just then. That's
The
strange.
heart you have now,
Oh.
it already existed during that time. It went back into that past earlier. Nothing can change that fact. The place where you'll return is the tear in the fabric of time that was created when you changed your destiny, then changed it once again. In order to not stray too far from the true power of waking, you'll enter and pass through the hearts of the Guardians until you reach Kairi's heart. Every emotion that each of the Guardians felt, sadness, anxiety, fear, kindness, everything they saw, and everything that they felt then, you'll clear a way through it, traverse across their hearts, and dive ever deeper inside. I can't be sure what's waiting for you at the end, or what you'll actually be able to do. But by following the connection of hearts, you'll come to discover a greater truth. One that's sure to help you.
Will be torn heart from body.
But in this flow of time in the past, you'll only have up until the moment you
John, why
left
did
the
someone,
first place.
you and someone in
So
your
you
server
have to find and
say that
restore
to me at the same
Kairi's
time?
heart before then. That's all the advice I can give you.
Bro, I feel like I'm too lax in this chair right now. I'm too comfortable. I need to sit up right.
Be your guiding key.
Have you ever seen me and the Masters in the same room? I don't think so. What are you talking about? You were in the stream when I saw Masters on screen, so I saw y'all together.
Is Ven's heart.
My room is already hot because of this PS4, by the way.
Ven!
Can't wait to get that PS5.
Ven!
No, leave it be.
What? Who are you?
I'm what's left. Darkness.
Darkness? Vanitas?
I don't know why that got restricted. What's that?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Hi, stream.
It's popping boyo. Oh, freak. Oh, freak. I just ruined it.
So, how was everyone's Thanksgiving?
It was, Thanksgiving, alright.
What does that mean?
It means it was phenomenal.
Okay, good.
What was yours?
I think my computer's breaking.
I can tell it's kind of breaking.
Well, am I lagging?
Not necessarily, you just sound a little different.
I do?
Well, you kind of sound
Might
now.
be because of my mic.
You kind of sound fine now. I love the song, by the
Okay.
way. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 in so long, by the way.
I haven't either. I've only been playing Melody and Memory.
I'm playing Proud too because I forgot how to make making new files work, and I forgot you had to I can't just go and make a new file and stuff like that. You had to make it off an existing one too. And I just clicked one, and that wasn't at some in-game thing or whatever. So I just clicked one.
You lean back in your chair.
I can, yeah, because I have a different chair now. And I'd be getting too.
No, I'm just asking, are you?
Yeah, I am. Why?
I could tell. I don't know why I could tell if you're leaned back by the sound of your voice, but I can't.
Is it too quiet?
No, it's not. It's not that you're quiet. You just sound like I can hear you, but you just sound like you're just leaning back. I don't know how to describe it.
I don't know why I'm bracing like this. This ain't no hard fight.
So, what sort of Masters theories have we encountered thus far today?
Honestly, most of them have been Sora theories.
Master Sora theories?
Master is Sora, but more so, I guess, because I just mainly want some Sora theories and Master theories. They don't necessarily have to be They don't necessarily have to be correlated with each other.
Right. I'm just playing Genshin while talking. I worked on a ton of stuff earlier. Like, I don't know what it was. But you ever get those like bursts of motivation? You're just like on it, like doing like you're just multitasking like crazy, triple tasking, quad task. I don't know if that's the word, but I don't know. I just had that earlier. It was nice.
Yeah.
I'm also like full as crap from food.
Feel that. That was really dumb, Sora. Why would you get in there and just hug her? Why don't you just push her away or just literally block it?
Oh, remember the Dark Inferno is ephemer theory?
Oh yeah, Dark Inferno.
I mean, that technically isn't debunked yet, so.
No.
Technically isn't.
That's crazy. Donald Duck knows one of the most powerful magic moves in all of JRPGs. That's enough to like destroy planets itself.
Isn't Zeta Flare's Final Fantasy move?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, Donald Duck is supposed to be the most powerful mage in Kingdom Hearts.
It's funny because based off how Goofy reacted, it's like he's seen Donald use this move before. Like he knew what he was gonna do. Donald, no.
I mean, yeah, he must have trained with them, right? So he must have saw him use the move. We talk about Donald and Goofy are just broken. Like they're just powerful.
Is this Aqua's heart?
Aqua's beautiful, bro. I'm sorry.
So peaceful.
I could have went the whole stream without saying that.
Are you replaying Remind?
Yeah, I'm just because I wanted to see the cutscenes and stuff while I played. I was gonna just play through regular KH3, but I was like, you know what? This gives me a chance to not talk. Even though I paused the cutscene to talk anyway. Zeta Flare is stronger than the attack used to reset the bomb in Final Fantasy XIV to get us a Realm Reborn. That's crazy. Yikes. Yeah, because I know the Realm Reborn we have now is technically the original Final Fantasy XIV still happened, technically. And this is, I guess, the... What?
I got taught a lot about Kingdom Hearts modding today and how far it's actually gotten in terms of online capabilities.
What just happened?
Your game break? I'm not looking at your screen. I'm looking at your chat, not your screen, though.
I'm not even doing anything. It's like somebody else was controlling my PS4 for a second there.
Time to get a PS5.
Definitely need a PS5.
I heard KH3 really hits on PS5.
What's up, Rizure? Aqua, best girl.
Goofy, watch the others.
If I had to choose one, it'd definitely be Aqua. What's up, Jason? Good to see you, homie. Happy Thanksgiving. I thought I texted you Happy Thanksgiving. Thought I texted you that. Let me look. I'm pretty sure we all had said something to you. But Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you, your sister, everybody had a good day today.
It can't be. No.
I'm aware, Jason. We can definitely talk about that soon.
Oh, I know something I can bring up. That I forgot to talk about actually with Dark Road. Why why does the Birth by Sleep trio potentially or no, let me not present it that way. Why does Ericus know about the Book of Prophecies, and why hasn't he told Aqua, Terra, Ven of it? Or do they know? Do you think they know?
Would them knowing make a difference?
Potentially. It depends on how much they would know.
I'm more
Because
thinking
I
of
feel
why
like
would
I
he
feel like a
tell
lot
them?
of people I feel like a lot of people in Kingdom Hearts probably know that a book like that existed, and it seems like they're gradually starting to like talk a little bit more about the Lost Masters and stuff. And people like Yen Sid knowing about the Lost Masters kind of lets us know that a lot of this stuff was taught to people at some point or was figured out by people at some point, but it was kind of like forgotten history or something that was never just dived into any more than it could have been at that time. But it sounds like the Book of Prophecies and Maleficent going after it, for example, right now. Why is she so caught up over it while other characters are able to just forget about it, apparently? So it's like, would it be important to them is the thing. Especially considering Ventus's past. Or do you think Ericus knew who Ventus was?
Let's think.
He knew that he was special. But I don't know if he knew he was from Key.
If Ericus knew, it's because Xehanort told him.
Do you think Xehanort knew?
I think it's highly likely. How else would Ven randomly have ended up Xehanort's disciple?
That's true. Yeah, so, that's an interesting discussion. I feel like something that's worth talking about is, what do you think Xehanort's role-ish is going to be? Whether it's minor, it's probably not going to be a major role. But what do you think? Do you think his plan went beyond what he told us in Kingdom Hearts 3?
What do you mean by that?
Like, for example, because you know how in Kingdom Hearts 3 Birth by Sleep, the way they present it is that Xehanort wanted to recreate the world, pretty much, but he wanted to consume it in darkness so he could basically recreate everything. He wanted to destroy everything to recreate everything himself from scratch. An empty world, pure and bright. That's the quote. However, in Melody of Memory, and even before Melody of Memory, if you look in Xehanort reports, there's instances where it's kind of teased that he knows a lot more. And his inclusion in Dark Road definitely makes this even more apparent. The fact that they showed Scala in Kingdom Hearts 3, which kind of tells you or implies that he might be connected to some of these people. He knows that people like Ericus were connected to he's a blue blood. He's a descendant of one of the masters. Like a lot of things like that, and how Yen Sid says in Melody of Memory that he has known of this other world for some time now. And it seemed like he sent Kairi on a mission, like purposefully, like not necessarily to push forward his own plan, but for something else. And do you think Xehanort had? What I'm saying is, do you think Xehanort had more to his plan than that, or do you think what he's doing now is the backup plan? Like, let's say his original plan was, okay, if he does win, if his destiny does prevail, then okay, he's gonna destroy the world and recreate it. But if he loses, which he did lose to Sora, then he had a backup plan in case to kind of help them along in case they did win. And we're seeing that plan right now. Basically, he knew the world needed saving because he clearly knows about the Lost Masters.
Well, yeah.
And potentially even what they were trying. He might know more about the Master of Masters than other people do in the series. It's off of research.
Yeah, but
Because go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, because that's a huge. Xehanort seems like a person who does a lot of research and who he wants to check off every box. And since he knows about the Masters and he clearly researched like towards that, right? He likely figured out at some point the Master of Masters. Well, he disappeared, and that's kind of a big gap right there, and that's a pretty big thing. Just imagine like the leader of everything just randomly disappears one day. That would be pretty suspicious. And I feel like Xehanort potentially looked a little bit into that. Looked a little bit into that. I don't know if he knew about Zigbar. I doubt it, but I mean it's possible. But I feel like he probably might know about the Master, and that's especially implied a little bit, given his encounter with him that we saw in Remind Kingdom Hearts 3. And he did say that that was the only time that they met, and he never knew of his name. But I don't know. Part of me kind of is suspicious of that quote, because I feel like there's some things missing from that. Like I doubt that was his only encounter, or even time hearing of him.
I doubt about that hearing him, but more like he's not too sure if what was told to him was true anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's up, Laser Star? Actually, I won't do this question. This is the one with nominate, right? Yeah.
But yeah, this is a spark up discussion.
Hold up. I want to hear this just because I need to see that nominate.
Nominate goated.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? This is my art.
You lost yourself like I did?
Well,
why are you flying?
Story. But tell me, why haven't you returned to Kairi's heart yet?
Nominate's powers are broken. She better be used.
They only really work on Sora, so.
And people connected to him.
He is their 13th.
Today is the day.
Imagine if they stuck with the original engine for KH3.
Before you even face
Melody of Memory gave us a sneak peek of that. I don't want to go back.
You don't want
that
to go
KH3 Sora was cursed. That KH3 Sora in that old engine was cursed.
I mean, I'll give it to them. They definitely were resourceful.
Because I'm still not able to. But I'm
Harmony is the most powerful character in Kingdom Hearts. I feel like her power, like dealing with memories, is just broken in general. And I feel like there's no way they're not going to use that in the next saga, because like it literally writes itself, in my opinion. Well, we're one of the most mysterious people. Who's one of the most mysterious people in this timeline right now? Ventus. Who's Ventus? Who's Ventus connected to? Sora right now. Who's Rox is connected to? Sora. Xion. Sora. Like I feel like, well, she has power over Sora's memories. Most of those characters didn't even exist at that time in Chain of Memories, except Roxas, who she did affect as well. She did also mess with Xion too. The only one she hasn't messed with is Ventus, actually. Or a cis quote is Ventus. So I just want to see if she could dig some out of Ventus. That would be very interesting.
Bro, why is all this for the first time, bro? Raw.
Remind story was spectacular.
Bro, you know, don't make any sense. You know how the Terra's mind is trapped in the armor. Most of his armor, you know, of course, is part of his armor, but like his shoes are part of his regular outfit. But if that's his armor, why does Terranort still have his shoes?
That sounds funny.
I literally just realized that he's wearing the shoes.
The way he presented that.
I mean, he's literally still has the shoes. The shoes are the same shoes from his armor. What do you think? He switched shoes to the exact same shoes again? And that's impossible. What's going on? What's up, Key?
Now I'm going to give Ventus his memories back in Unicross calling it now. That's the weird thing, though. Don't even need nominate for something like that because they're able to search through Kairi's memories a little bit, kind of by themselves. Ansem, Enzo, Vexen were able to search through Kairi's memories.
How is he flying? Why didn't we get to play
I don't
this?
know. Well, what do you say that was Ansem, Vexen, and them, or was that like? Because for Kairi, it wasn't that her memory was like completely just gone. For Kairi, it was like she was just that young to where she just couldn't remember. For Ventus, it might be something a lot more drastic, you know, like because he obviously time traveled somehow, because he time traveled or kind of cheated time a little bit, like his memory, his brain's a little fuzzy, so his might need a more forceful way of coming out. For Kairi, able to deal with that in like a year very methodically, but with Ventus it might need to be a lot more forceful.
Naminé, can you call out to Terra?
No, his rage is too strong. He won't respond to me.
No matter who gets hurt, it's bad for Terra.
Naminé looks so much older here. Maybe it's just the new engine.
Definitely is.
And you?
Something wrong with her jawline for me. She looks great in CGI though.
Why did we not get to play this part, bro? That would have been so raw, playing as Lingering Will.
Oh yeah, and that was lame.
Definitely missed opportunity. That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
How come he gets a stand?
But hey, we already got our Terror Nord versus Lingering Will moment. BBS. But that's not the same.
It's definitely not the same.
Definitely wish it's made him playable, but happens.
How can you be here?
Hey, I can travel to different times too, you know. Did you think you were the only one with that power?
Oops.
You dare.
But they've definitely gotten better at, you know, the choreography for fights, you know, in cutscenes. They come a long way from a KH1. Recoded movie has some good ones too. Master is Sora? No. Ow.
Honestly,
How did the
Master
whole
could be Sora,
suit,
bro?
How did the whole suit fall apart like that? Look what you did. You ruined time, bro.
Seeing that you have also taken the forbidden path, you too must be ready to make the ultimate.
Bro, I gotta stop leaning back like this. Y'all can't be letting me get too comfortable on stream like this. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I'm playing proud, so I can just like brute force this, so most of this I can brute force. I can literally brute force this.
Master of Masters is light. Look.
Hey, I have a video on that topic.
Look, the Master. I don't know.
And most of you have probably already seen.
Do we have any more darkness theories?
Someone, what was it? Someone's, well, I mean, a theory that isn't Vanitas's darkness or something. Because I hear that all the time.
We all do. I think it's not as likely for that to be the case anymore for sure. After the last cutscene, I think I'm starting to think darkness is someone from the Master's time. And my main reason for thinking that isn't really based off of. It's based off of a couple things Darkness says, but not really. It's more so based off of the very weird convenience of when the Master and Lucio have their cutscenes. Every single time the Master and Lucio have had a cutscene, we would see Darkness a lot more involved in the story. And literally, there's one moment in Union Cross where the Master literally, like, when he teleports behind Lucio and he's like, all to defeat the Darkness, and then it literally cuts to a scene of Darkness and Maleficent.
Sorry, I had to focus there at the end. One thing I'm not too sure about, the mind of Terra that was inside the armor, did it go inside the Guardian at that moment the armor vanished, or was it already there in general? Like, what part of so Terra's heart was the Guardian the whole time, but it also showed his heart still in his body, but the main one in control was Xehanort. That's how they were having that conversation within his heart at the end of Birth by Sleep.
It's something really convoluted, they say, on the Ultimania.
Yeah, I just go, you know what? You don't think about things too deep. Don't think about it too deep.
You're kind of on the right track though, but it's something convoluted. I know it's in the Ultimania though for KH3. I'm reading it.
It'll definitely take anywhere between 8 to 10 minutes to explain it. Maybe Lingering Will is something similar to a Nobody. But they already said his Lingering Will was the mind of Terra possessing the armor. Which, I also use as part of the theory about, a person's heart and mind are capable of possessing inanimate objects, which is why I had that original theory of the Master of Masters not technically existing because he's not technically a human being. Just mainly for the fact that
definitely not human.
It could technically be possible because when you really think about it too, if he wasn't transporting himself, through bodies and stuff like that, he could easily, because one, you have to have a version of yourself at the destination. But if a person doesn't possess a body when they get to that destination, because a heart can't exist simply just as a heart wandering around in the real world, if he's constantly possessing a black coat throughout time, so wherever he goes to, he just possesses the cloak, then that would also make sense too. But I mean, you could also say if, if the other Keyblade foretellers and stuff were able to time walk, then he could basically do the same thing. And so I'm also going to play as the other characters, just because I feel like playing as them.
Bro.
It's going to be bad.
What if the Master is Darkness?
That wouldn't make any sense. Well, more like the things he says contradicts that being the case. I mean, he could always just be lying.
Yeah, bro.
Which is perfectly logical. Bro, look at my boy Riku with the Mercedes Benz, bro. That Keyblade is raw, bro. That's literally my favorite Keyblade of his. I'm sorry. His best design.
It's definitely not better.
Best case. This is his best design and best Keyblade, bro. I'm sorry, dude. That boy is raw. I'm playing as Riku.
I won't see. It's not my favorite design, but like, it's close. So I won't contest you on that too much. But Keyblade though, nah.
Playing as anybody besides Sora kind of sucks.
That's not too bad. The only person I don't like playing is Riku. I think it's Riku sucks.
I think it's Aqua's not that great either.
Aqua's fire. Aqua ain't no Kairi though. Kairi, she's actually one of the most fun and playable characters like ever.
Oh yeah, I really want to do that.
Wait! Ansem! Where are you going?
Don't disrespect me like that. Sometimes I wonder about these Cage characters' reflexes, bro. Because y'all show in gameplay, y'all have the reflexes of Superman, but y'all don't use them in cutscenes whatsoever.
Hey, let's speed it up. Keep the line moving.
I'm gonna hate playing as Riku again.
You better run.
Dude, I have not played Cage in so long, bro. Oh, what kind of psychopath keeps Kuraga on triangle? John, you're not one of those psychopaths, right? I think John died. Dang. I stopped looking. Also, I see a lot of you guys are DMing me on Discord and on Instagram and stuff, and I honestly haven't had the chance to look yet, so I apologize if I don't respond or check out some of your messages till after stream or something. I feel like I'm at such a disadvantage when I play as Riku. Which sucks.
Riku sucks. Huh? I don't know why they downgraded him so.
They definitely downgraded.
I don't know why he was never slow. I don't know why he's slow all of a sudden.
Because he's carrying around that Mercedes-Benz key, bro.
Car key's too heavy.
How could this happen? Cure goes on circle for me. I don't know, Moose. You might be a psychopath too. Cure goes on X. That's how it goes. The only thing that goes on Trine is Thunder.
You're not real.
Triangle's usually for Arrow, Thunder, stuff like that. I put
I put really.
Thunder on Square a lot of the time. And for Cage 3, Triangle's Arrow. Or Blizzard. Yeah, Blizzard's on Triangle a lot.
Oh yeah, Riku has a stand too.
And you're still here. This guy?
He does.
And what's that card Luxor gave to Sora? A trump card.
Some we can't fathom.
Riku's theme is so great, dude.
It's a replica. A soon-to-be empty vessel. I've been waiting for a chance like this.
If they actually let him keep the vessel for himself, I would have been really upset about that. Not that I don't think he deserves it, it's just more like, bro, we don't need two, like, identical looking characters running up. Oh, wait. We already have Vin and Roxas. So it's like, we don't need another set of that. It's already confusing as it is to some people, which is like, nah.
No. The world already has you. There's someone else who needs the replica more. You know who I mean.
Your little girlfriend.
Oh. Namine, you're saving her.
I know we don't talk about this kind of stuff on stream, but like, do they do are they trying to imply that like, you know, Riku and Namine, and that's a thing?
Good luck.
Is that what they're trying to imply, or am I just like not seeing
Maybe
things
we'll
right?
Riku replica and Amine.
I don't know. My man, came out at the end of Cage 3, and offered her that hand and that ride in that gummy ship, real suave.
Yeah, because the Riku replica, bro. Told him to take care of her.
Oh, you'll take care of her, all right.
This one's special.
Ooh, that would have killed me. Ah, reload. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to play like this on critical. You can brute force some people, but you can't brute force like everything.
Remount critical's free.
85 Rikus. We do not need 2 Rikus running around. There's only room for 1 goat at the top, and that's Riku, because he's the best character.
Bro, Riku can't even wipe Shion's boots.
Shion isn't even in 90% of the series, bro. She's a great character, great waifu, but nah. She's not best character.
So you're saying if they're in more games, they're a better character?
Well, that means they have more time to be developed.
But she don't even need all that.
She definitely doesn't, but she needs it to be better than Riku.
Nah, bro. She already
Riku has been through so much, bro. He definitely deserves that number 1.
Bro, Shion wasn't even supposed to exist in the first place.
I mean, I shouldn't say that on stream, but there are many people who shouldn't have existed. All right.
Crazy. Monster.
I don't know, man. Fighters has room for a lot of Gokus. You're right, but the thing is, people don't try to understand that. They'll say, "Why is there a black Goku right here? Why is there an actual black Goku, and why is there a black?"
If there was a Kingdom Hearts fighting game, I would want like 5 Soras. I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Bro, I promise you, I will main Riku and Young Xehanort.
Definitely playing Young Xehanort.
Young Xehanort. That would be the biggest thing. If a Zelda fighting game and a Kingdom Hearts fighting game came into existence, that would be what get me into fighting. I promise you.
You know what's funny? I feel like if Sora was in a Kingdom Hearts fighting game, I would try my hardest to play him, but I wouldn't. I feel like if Sora was in a cage fighting him, he'd be babied because he'd be the baby easy character.
Everybody would pick him,
I'm gonna be like, alright, bro, I'm just gonna play Shion.
He got the freest auto combos, everything.
Exactly. They're gonna give him 1-button combos.
I'll do it. They can give everybody that, and I'll be alright. As long as you don't bounce off walls when you get hit.
Yeah.
Why don't you like being bounced off walls?
It sucks. It sucks, dude. It sucks.
No different than being regularly comboed.
Yeah, it is, dude.
No, it isn't. It just looks different.
No, it feels different, bro. It sucks. It sucks.
I'll be back. After all of this is over.
Promise you, if cage fighting game happened, I'd cry.
You'd be gone by now.
Tears of joy.
Oh, look, the Master of Masters.
The organization.
Whoa,
Hush.
chill out. I'm not here to fight, I promise. Listen, name's Demix. It's a long story, but I'm sort of on your
No,
side.
the thing that surprised me the most with Remind was I didn't expect it to start off with 3-4 back-to-back cutscenes that had nothing to do with each other.
Yenzo got me this. Enough proof for you?
Why are you here?
I'm on a top secret mission. Apparently, they're looking to find themselves another replica. I heard a rumor that I could maybe find one here from Zex. Yenzo. So I've just been killing time.
And right. What's up, Molly?
You sure you know what you're doing?
Don't worry about it. Not to brag, but I've done this before.
That's not just an empty vessel. It's filled with important memories. Promise me, you'll be careful with it. Deliver it safely, okay?
Nobody likes this kid, bro.
Demix time.
Why do people like Nemix again?
Nemix is great. What?
I mean,
I don't like him that much, but like he's still great. Some people have him as like S tier character. He's like
he ain't no
E tier for me.
He's probably C tier for me. Maybe I mean, I like pretty much every character, but you know, it's like I don't know. I mean, he has a cool fight, but
He does
you
have
know,
a cool fight.
I mean, as a character, it's like, what's so special about him?
People need to stop responding to my Star Wars tweet. I ain't want this.
I killed Lark. Oh, I liked Larxene. I read that very wrong. I was reading
Larxene's
this.
great. I love Larxene, bro. If
I
she
very
became
much-
she became like a main character, I would be very happy.
I
about
very
that.
much dislike her. She's a very
You should
unlikable.
definitely like her.
I mean, she's not even like if she was the rude kind of tsundere-esque rude, that'd be one thing. But she's not even tsundere rude. She's just annoying rude. I mean, she looked good, but that's about it. She's like one of those really attractive girls with a really ugly personality. Also, we got shafted because we weren't able to play as Mickey. Why do they not want us playing as Disney characters? They don't want,
What do you mean, bro? We're about to play as Mickey and Scala next game.
You know that's gonna be a movie, bro. It's gonna be a movie. Sorry to break it to you, bro.
Look, bro, we're
It's
about to
gonna,
play as Mickey and
it's gonna
Scala.
be
I
a
don't know if
movie, bro.
I don't know if you saw my reaction to that, bro. I was like, I don't want to play as no Mickey.
I
don't know. I wouldn't want Mickey sucks to play as in every Kingdom Hearts game.
I like it. He's kind of cool. Sonic
He
is
sucks.
my
He has never been fun, ever. The only time Mickey's been remotely fun was in Remind, and I was just moving forward. Don't get me wrong, I love King Mickey, but like, I don't want to play as him. His combats. Cage 2 ruined me. Cage 2 Mickey sucked.
What about playing as him in Days?
I need to go back to that.
Exactly what I needed.
What did
I like
he
playing
do
as
to make
Lark
them
most
stronger?
in Days.
Sora, look out!
Where's the party at? I don't know. I don't know, Jaden. Where's the party?
Come on, bro. Skip this cutscene, bro. I'm ready to go.
Hey, bro, if you guys are enjoying the stream, get our boy to 10K.
We already hit 9.4. Appreciate y'all. I'm pretty sure I said thank you earlier, but oh freak, I wasn't trying to hit that.
Dude, Jordan, you're trying to play Star Smash on stream, bro?
Star Smash. About to say I'd love to get another Square Enix sponsorship, get through there. But then again,
I don't
Disney
think that
did
game's out in English, so
It won't matter.
I'll definitely go for that.
We
I'll
played
for
Kingdom
sure
Hearts
go-
mobile game.
I'll for
When it wasn't
sure go
English.
for that if they released that.
Disney did it anyway, though. So
Yeah, it's not Square.
oh, remember we were talking about Brave Exvius the other day?
You were born for these sorts of games.
John,
What?
remember we were talking about Brave Exvius the other day when the Kingdom Hearts collab?
Yeah.
Okay, so I found out what it was. It wasn't that it was delayed. It was that when it originally came out in like July, it wasn't for here. It wasn't global. But now the event has become global. That's why I had just seen it.
Play again someday.
Yeah, it makes sense. I need to pull for that Sephiroth medal in Union Cross.
This is the first time Sora, Riku, and Kairi are playable in a rated T game.
That's funny. I don't know why. That sounds hilarious.
Hey, well, we get Kingdom Hearts in a Final Fantasy game now.
I gave up on Brave. I was actually going to play Brave Exvius, but I didn't pull Octopath character, so I just quit.
It's so much fun, dude. So much fun.
Didn't pull Octopath character, so I got mad. Because you know they're never coming back. At least till the mobile game comes out. Might do that. That mobile game is not going to get translated. I'm going to be upset. That mobile game, it's actually a full game. It's not even like a gacha ongoing game. It's a full game that they're releasing on mobile just for Octopath. Like the story's finished, going to be finished and everything when it releases. I'm gonna have to read that online. I'm definitely playing it in Japanese. I mean, I could wait, but
probably not. I don't plan on streaming forever tonight. Like you know how I'd be streaming to like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. I'm not gonna be doing that tonight because I actually have some plans tonight. So I'm probably gonna stop streaming maybe in an hour, maybe like 11:30, maybe.
I don't know what my day's gonna look like this weekend. Well, I think I might be out a lot this weekend, maybe.
Luxord be like, you activated my trap card.
Luxord. I hate that, bro.
Like, bro, don't.
Because you got so used to saying Luxord the whole time, but we were wrong.
No, bro, it said Luxord in KH2. It said Luxord.
No, they never.
Yes,
they never said.
did,
They have
bro.
never said
they
Luxord.
Said Luxord.
They've never said Luxord. Dude, I've had this combo 100 times, and I've been wrong 100 times. So I'm saying now they didn't. They never said his name.
Really?
Bro, I promise you, bro.
I promise you they didn't.
They said Luxord in KH2.
No, he didn't.
Thanks to you, Sora.
Luxord. Luxord would have been cooler too, because Lux and Union Cross, Lux Ord. But I mean,
here's an interesting question: how long does it take a defeated nobody to be recompleted? Do they become recompleted as soon as they die, or does time have to pass?
Let's think about KH2. Let's think about Kingdom Hearts 2 to end of Recoded or even beginning Dream Drop. Probably doesn't take that long.
That was practically like a day or so afterwards because all they did is go.
KH2.
I mean, because you see the scene where he gets the letter from Mickey in KH2, which means in between scenes changing, Recoded happened. I don't know, bro. I guess you can wonder how long does it take them to travel between worlds, because he had to fly all the way back home, experience Recoded. How did Elrena even get mixed up in all this? We don't even originally know if she was a Keyblade wielder back then. We know she had ties to Keyblade wielders because she existed back then, but we never
pop up in a random update watch.
It definitely will. Because that's her tie to the ancient Keyblade legacy. Because she was friends with, one of the Union leaders.
She's darkness.
Become that geezer's heart tank? No thanks.
Bro, she's cute. Too bad I hate her.
Why help him?
Why do you hate her? Stop hating her.
She's a jerk. I don't like jerks.
I love that.
You into that, bro?
I'm not into it. I just love it.
My secret.
She had to get her memories back in the end, so.
Well, even though the character files aren't canon, it's implied that some characters have their memories back in the character files, which aren't canon. So I don't know what that means.
Wonder why they released without being canon, because practically everything that's been released for Kingdom Hearts has been canon. So it's like
there's only a couple of them that aren't. There's only a couple of them that even talk about that talk about events after KH3. Most of them just talk about like this random stuff. There's a lot of character files that suck that are literally just like play-by-play scenes of like cutscenes in KH, giving you like some perspective from that character. I think one of my favorite ones for sure was Zikbar though, because his was, I don't know if you read his character file, but it was like that boy going through it. His mind.
Terra! Look closely. That's not Terra. Maybe not.
It's like after living so many lifetimes, he's like forgetting who he is.
Right his way home.
Then.
Hey guys, feeling a little left out here.
Vanitas, you're coming home too.
Huh? But my home is in you. You know what'll happen, right? I'll just disappear inside of you forever. Don't you have any love at all for your own brother?
We're not brothers. We're the same.
Huh? You believe that? Then you really are naive.
Huh?
Haley really went in with the voice acting for Vanitas though.
The character file where Aqua was baking was cute. That was really adorable. I loved it. I love Shion's character file as well. It was like closure of It was like closure for her after Cage Drake. It's like it was like a perspective of how she felt being back, you know?
If it's darkness you're looking for, Ventus, then I have more than enough to go around.
Stop! Quit using our friend for your games.
Love how that just became her. I love how that just became her Keyblade.
We have unfinished business. I fell into darkness, and for 10 years I wandered through the dark realm. Now,
why is Fischl so cool?
I'm finally here. And
No,
I
I don't
want
have
only
her.
one thing, with all my heart.
I hear she's a weeaboo though.
I'm
Yeah, she definitely like cosplays in real life.
She definitely cosplays in real life.
I don't know if that's it, but like she's like a princess, but she like you could tell she's like faking. I don't know. She's just weird. Her birth or translator.
Like she thinks her delusions are real. Like she's like Okabe Rintaro, except a girl.
Yes.
That's
actually
literally the best thing ever.
Well, better play this event before it goes away.
Too bad that's never gonna happen because wait, can I get her through that event?
Yes.
It might be that time, boyo. It might be that time to play Genshin Impact. To run it back and become Genshin's Impact.
I really want to see you do the last story quest in Liyue. I really want to see you do it. I actually think you would love it.
Bro, I just had so much on my plate, dude. I had to beat Age of Calamity. That was freaking phenomenal. That was literally one of like the best stories, Zelda has ever made. It was easily that good.
Yeah, event ends in 3 days from now.
Bro, can I play?
What?
What kind of monsters put Cure on Triangle?
Isn't Genshin Impact an anime too? It's a manga too. which I'm probably going to read on their website for free at some point. But I don't know. Updates come out every 6 weeks, so I really need to read it because they're not even that far ahead in the manga. Like, they're like barely ahead of the game. There's some you can do. Might read it for the artwork though. I wonder if it's colored. Well, I'm like halfway through chapter 3 of part 7. I just decided to read it because I was like, you know what, bro? I can sit down and be mopey about part 6 all I want, but I'm gonna eventually read this. I'm gonna read it now.
If you're okay.
And also, I really want you to play Octopath.
Definitely getting back to Octopath. That's gonna be my main thing now, because I beat Age of Calamity and Melody of Memory is done. So
we need to do a versus video on Melody of Memory, but I might have to D-rank for you. Unless, wait, do you have the game on Switch?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, that's what you played it on originally, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, so I can just, yeah, I can play with you. All right, but I'm gonna have to change Zayn's name. Trying to do that, bro? You're gonna have to practice though, so I don't wash you.
Be real, I'm probably gonna play as Sora here. I'm mad you can't play as Ven here. Why are you not?
I heard it was like slightly ahead from like some of my friends who are like super into Genshin, but I don't know. I might be caught up now because you know recent update came out and the rate Genshin releases updates and like does its events is pretty good. So like story wise, I think this game's like really legit. It just needs to fix this. The stuff Genshin needs to fix this day-to-day stuff like. Doing commissions on top of bounties is cool and stuff. Commissions are fine. They just need to fix Recent. They fix Recent, be way better, bro. Like a lot more to do in a day. But I mean, it works, I guess, because I don't want to get on and feel like I have to do 1,000 things a day. Like I have to play the game for 5 hours every day because I am that addicted. So it's nice that I can pace myself with the game and just play like an hour just to keep up. I only have to do an hour worth of stuff to keep up, but I don't know. I still wish there was more Recent. Sometimes I do feel like no lifing, but I can't.
This scene is so sad, dude.
Your face.
I have the KH2 hairstyle.
That was taken away, and you're the piece Ventus needed to be whole again. So, why shouldn't you and I look exactly the same? You define me, Sora, the same way that Ventus does. We are brothers who together make a greater whole. Then why won't you stand by our side instead of with darkness? Because I am darkness.
I mean, he literally is. I don't think he's a character that could
exactly, Coda.
I don't think he could be changed. He's literally darkness.
How much closer could I be?
Shadow you cast. That.
But I didn't ask for this.
Scene is so great.
To be sifted apart, nice and neat. We should be free to choose. Not just light, not just darkness. We decide what we are.
But, Ventus, I did decide who I am. You see?
And what you are is darkness?
What I am is darkness.
Okay.
That okay, he said, bro.
How is that okay? Vanitas?
Especially since he's not even a nobody, you know, he can't really get recompleted, so that's just kind of it, boyo. I think it's because it's not filtered through his mask. His voice definitely got grittier. I can just go right through that. Bro, I keep forgetting on what lock on button, bro. It's been way too long since I played Kingdom Hearts. Master's gonna be that Square President Secret Boss battle and Nier Automata at 15, but Canon to Cage. Bro, I can't tell you how much I want another secret boss from other Square Enix properties. Like, get a World Ends With You final boss, or an Octopath final boss, or, you know, another Final Fantasy final boss. Like, bro, if they were to do that, like, bro, I wanted Arden as a boss for Page 3 so freaking bad. Especially
Jordan,
with
he's inspired a video out of me.
We made a video kind of like that, at least, you know, what other bosses they could have, but it doesn't necessarily have to be bosses. But I think I might just do a video on what Square Worlds they could do. I already did that video too.
I've never really done a video like I've mentioned it, but I've never done a full-on video about that. Mostly because I don't like care about the others. For me, it would basically just be other Final Fantasy properties. That's more so. That's the easier thing to think of. What the heck? Why is my okay?
Please, come back.
But I need dog. I would love it. Who would be the most likely Octopath character to get in the cage? I could see him. I don't know. Who would they put? I could see them like putting Ulbrich or Tressa, and Tressa would be really easy to put in. You could just make her like, you could just put her in like a random store in like a somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it might be harder because they all live in like. We don't know the exact time period, but like basically comparing it to modern time, Octopath characters are in like the 1600s.
They could technically do another character they could technically do is Gino from Super Mario RPG, because that's kind of
being like a character.
Because I mean that's why Nintendo can't do anything with him, because Square owns him. You know, Square made him, so because they made Super Mario RPG. So it's like having him in that, because literally they're not letting Nintendo do nothing. So it's like adding him would be really cool, even if it's not connected to Mario or anything. Like if he's just from a reality, you know, being where he's actually from Super Mario RPG, because he's not from their world in Super Mario RPG either. So I just think that'd be a cool thing they could do. I still want Chrono Trigger. That'd be awesome. They could easily do a small homage, even if they did something similar, like put them in the background or something. I just want a world of that. I truly would. It would probably be harder just because that game completely revolves around time travel and stuff. And so it's just like, why would they be there at that exact time? Whatever. But they could also do Dragon Quest also. There's so many great characters in the Dragon Quest.
I think Dragon Quest is the most likely alternate franchise you put in.
As popular as Dragon Quest is, because especially in Japan, Dragon Quest is more popular than Final Fantasy. So it's like,
yeah.
And Square also owns them, so.
I could see them using other properties they tried to use before, like they could always. I wouldn't be surprised with Nomura, knowing him, because you know how originally, I think it was Aerith who was going to be what's her name from Parasite Eve? I forget her name, but Aerith was originally going to be that character, and knowing Nomura, he's probably going to put that character in Verum Rex, just to really give you the other worldly vibe. If that makes sense, I don't know. I could see him doing stuff like that. Aya, yeah, Aya. I could genuinely see Nomura doing that.
A dancing Mad Kefka fight would make my day. I know a lot of people want Kefka based off the, you know, about maybe
more Final Fantasy bosses.
Like
I love Sephiroth, but
how many hours do I have in Final Fantasy VI? What I played of it is freaking awesome, dude. Like, it's way better than I thought it was gonna be, because, you know, some YouTubers I watch really love it. I hear, huh?
PM19.
No, I'm talking about wait, competing with 9? Oh no.
Is it competing with 9?
Not yet, no. but it's really good. 9 is still my favorite Final Fantasy game, even after 7 Remake. I just genuinely love that world and those characters that much. But I still really love when I played a Final Fantasy 6. It's freaking great. Final Fantasy 4. I think I also like Final Fantasy 4 more right now, but that's because I've beaten that game and I'm probably only a few hours into Final Fantasy 6, so I guess it's not right to compare them so much. But I'll say Final Fantasy 6 doesn't have as strong a start as 4 or 9, in my opinion, but I think the characters are more likable earlier on. Like, I think 6 has more likable characters at the beginning than both those games did. Well, I don't know. Final Fantasy 4 was just such a good experience, bro. Like, that way that story started was so great. And having Yuri Lowenthal voice the main character, he kind of killed it, dude. He really did. He really did kill it. Also, I'm just a Yuri Lowenthal fanboy. Like, I really love him, you know, especially his work as Yosuke in Persona 4 Golden. That was literally like my favorite role of his. I know other people know him as Sasuke in Naruto. Nah, bro. Yosuke. I mean, you also know him as Spider-Man in Spider-Man PS4, but Yosuke. He's Yosuke.
You found me, just like you promised.
Dang, bro, I'm about to cry, bro.
Thank you.
9 probably has some of the best moments in the series. It truly does, dude. Like the thing is, I feel like some Final Fantasy games start slow. Well, I feel like most of them start fine for like the first few minutes as an opening, but then right when it's like about 5 or so minutes in, it just like comes to a halt. Like, I think 15 has this issue. It starts off lit, but it's only lit for like 3 minutes, and then it drops itself on its face, and then it stays low for a while, and then it starts getting better and better and better. Yes, Yuri Lowenthal also voiced the protagonist from Persona 3. Yes, he's awesome. But Final Fantasy 4 doesn't do that, bro. Final Fantasy 4 starts off good, hits you right in the morality, and just keeps going. I don't think Final Fantasy 4 has any low points. If it does, it's kind of later game, and it's only for like a short amount of time. But I think Final Fantasy 4, even though I love Final Fantasy 9 the most, I think Final Fantasy 4 might be the most consistent game I've played and beaten so far. I haven't played every Final Fantasy game, but I played the whole 13 series. I played like 20 something hours of 10. I played 9, 7, 8, of course 15, 4, playing through 6. It's great. I know 14. Anybody who's played 14, that's their favorite. I know that. I'm sure once I go through all the story of 14, I'm sure it'll be my favorite. It might even be my favorite Square Enix property by the who knows. But it's got to be Chrono Trigger for that. Even though technically Square Enix didn't make it, Squaresoft did. You know, before Enix and then, you know, merged.
And
But
this guest of ours has an old score to settle with you. You are a traitor of darkness, as it is.
I love Final Fantasy X, so I really wonder about how their world works within Kingdom Hearts and how time works with them, because Disney World exists in a loop. I'm wondering as well. I feel like it's not going to matter too much. I feel like they would never put Final Fantasy 9, Final Fantasy 10 in Kingdom Hearts because of what they did with Tidus and Waka. But I would also want to say they wouldn't do it with Final Fantasy 8. But they also put Selphie as one of their childhood friends in Destiny Islands, when Squall was an adult and everything, when they get to Traverse Town, and Selphie and Squall are from the same game. So it's like, it don't make any sense. I guess you're saying as Riku, Yuna, and whatever her freaking name is, like Pain, are all fairies for some reason. Cecil's story is amazing. It's so good, dude. So good. He's easily one of my favorite protagonists, dude. They really did him really well.
If I'm a traitor, then I guess Kairi here is the trump card.
What?
Kairi's so cute in this game.
Desperation I see in you. It's foolishness and lunacy.
Is there one connected story between all the Final Fantasy games, or does each game have their own story? Basically, each of the Final Fantasy games have their own story. You don't need to play Final Fantasy 9 in order to understand Final Fantasy 10. If the game has a direct sequel, then that's a different story. Like Final Fantasy 13 has a sequel, Final Fantasy 13 2, and Final Fantasy 10 has a sequel, Final Fantasy 10 2. But those are pretty rare. Final Fantasy 4 has Final Fantasy 4 The After Years. And even then, it's a sequel, but also practically the same game anyway, which is kind of dumb. But you don't need to play them in order. You can play them in whatever order you want, as long as it's not a specific sequel.
Even if you possess the strength.
Why are they fairies? Someone tell me why they made them fairies. I'm not mad. They have a Keyblade. It's fine. But it's really weird that they did that. Cecil would blow Sora's mind by existing. I would love to see Cecil and Sora interact with each other. I would love that. I feel like they would be such good friends. I would love that. That's why I want us to go to Final Fantasy World.
You ever saturation? You ever contrast up?
No. I don't have anything.
Your game looks different.
Is that you, Roxas?
Looks the same as my TV. Well, my monitor.
I guess like this looks more colorful and darker at the same time.
Roxas. Axel.
The way they got her hand shaking was brilliant.
I cry every time she owns on screen.
A girl?
Yes, I'm a girl. And what about it?
With me?
Yep.
Shafted. Shafted. Shafted, bro. So is Axel just not able to use the Keyblade anymore? They imply he can't use his Keyblade anymore.
Nice to see you.
No, he can.
Like they literally try to imply that, but it's like I don't understand why he would not be able to. Why do they make it
He
to where
he literally used it in a later cutscene.
Why do they make it to where you can play as some characters, but like they offer you, but you can't do it for others? It literally just doesn't make any sense to me.
Or like you can't play as Axel or Kairi here.
Yeah, that just doesn't make any sense to me. And why you couldn't play as Mickey. I get them not playing as Mickey. Maybe they don't want you playing as Disney characters during these moments or something. They don't want King Mickey killing somebody. But, I mean, Disney owns Sora too, so I mean, it's not like Sora ain't a Disney character, because he is.
Hey, they own all of them. They're all Disney characters.
Yeah, they're Disney characters too.
I think, I don't know. I don't think. I think they probably just cut corners, or just simply just wanted Roxas there because he was the star of that moment, I guess. But I know a lot of people want people like Axel to be playable. Would have been cool.
Definitely would have been cool.
Hopefully he gets that in future games.
Why does his Keyblade look like that?
There was a time when I trusted you to deal with traitors. And now your betrayal outstrips them all.
So Lee, when he was a nobody, his nobody body has the teardrops under his eyes, because I know the teardrops under your eyes is symbolism to stop a person from crying. It's supposed to prevent someone from shedding tears, and it's like, how? It's like, how was his nobody body born with those there? Nobody else's bodies really had any noticeable alterations, so why, and
I
it's
don't
not
think
like
he was
he.
born with. I don't think that's a nobody. Well, it's in Kingdom Hearts is specific. Like you only see him with his nobody form, but that's something he apparently just had as a kid because he used to cry a lot, but you didn't
No,
see him
but
within BPS.
the thing is, he didn't do that to himself, though. In Dream Drop Distance, he just woke up from being recompleted, and they were gone. So it's like, and he was surprised that they were gone. I mean, obviously, if he were to put those there himself on his nobody body, he shouldn't necessarily be surprised that they're not there on his real body because he didn't put them on then. So it's like, him doing that is strange. I don't know, that's still weird.
It's supposed to show a change in character. The character did go through a major change at that point.
I mean, he's still easily one of the best characters, best written, but, you know, I really love his character. Then what makes it different from Chain of Memories being a turn-based RPG? Wait, what? Did I come into a conversation, didn't realize it? Isn't it a side game? I mean, there are no side Kingdom Hearts games. They're all mainline entries because you need to play one in order to understand the next. If the story in the one game takes place after one in the previous one, then you need that previous story to understand the current one. Like, you can play through some of Days, but you're not going to understand a lot of moments of Days' story if you haven't played, like, KH1 or Reach into Memories or something. Even though technically Reach into Memories takes place during the time of Days, too. This is why you shouldn't use certain keyblades during cutscenes.
It's all right. You
You actually don't see the tear.
It's all right. Shion.
You literally can't see his face, really. That's the only bad part about in-engine cutscenes. Like, Breath of the Wild did something similar. This game has it. A lot of games do it, because, I mean, it's really, honestly, it's a good way to flex, you know, how confident about you know, your engine you are. Because it's like, I mean, you can have in-engine cutscenes, you know, especially games where you can, like, change your costume or something like that. That's why you can have Link looking stupid in Breath of the Wild during a serious cutscene or something. That was me in Age of Calamity, and I'm just like, dang, bro. Link should really have a shirt on for this mission. Bro, it's hard not to feel bad for Shion, dude. Man, bro.
Great character.
She gets done dirty by everyone, dude. It sucks, bro. She does not deserve this.
I just want her to be happy, bro.
I just, literally, she's one of the characters, like, I feel that with the most. Like, bro, I just want her happy. Someone get this girl a hug, bro. She needs that desperately. Like, she needs a shoulder to cry on so freaking bad. Someone needs to just lend her a shoulder and let her cry for hours. That might not even be enough time, dude.
That would make me cry,
bro. That's making me tear up, bro. I feel it right now, dude. I'm not even joking. Someone, I mean, I know it sounds like I'm joking, but bro, I'm serious. Get this girl a hug.
Roxas's heart?
Bro, when I saw them on the beach, bro, her and Namine, I was like, yo.
Gives me life, bro. Seeing them happy. Seeing Namine is also one of those characters that's just like, she's just become so content with being.
I used to not
shafted,
like Namine, but I don't know why. I guess I just didn't pay attention to her that much.
She used to be like my
beforehand.
favorite. She used to be my favorite female character back in the day.
She's become like pretty high up there for me. I think she's a really good character. She doesn't have any bad cutscenes either. I just didn't pay attention to her before. I think I found her annoying as a kid or something for some reason because I didn't know why she was in KH2.
Who are you? Why are you bothering me?
Got it. I have an idea. Wait for my signal.
I owe return to Minnie.
This cutscene, they made this cutscene even better. Like, I love the way they did this cutscene in Remind. They took one of the best cutscenes in KH3 and made it even better.
I think it's part of his spirit that manifested, and he was going through a change and didn't want to hang on to that trait, so he was emotionally hardened as a nobody. But honestly, it feels like having to use that is a sign of weakness anyway. That's why when Izon said something about it, he had said he didn't need them or that he outgrew them. Because the fact that you can't control your own, emotions and needing those in the first place shows your weakness.
It cannot be.
I think Sora and Prompto would get along. I think Prompto is more laid back than Sora. But Prompto also holds a lot of sadness too.
My turn.
Seeing these three together, bro, it meant so much to me. I love her so much.
This is impossible. Where did you get a vessel?
Same as you.
Same how?
Most of the organization's members, they traveled here from the past as hearts. You had replicas.
I think the sound mixing in Remind isn't as good as the base game.
I owe my return to many.
So what?
The sound mixing for Remind feels different than the main game. I don't feel like it's
for
as
the
good.
voices.
Yeah, in comparison to the music.
You're not as good at winning over people's hearts as you
Honestly,
think.
might be right.
I see.
There was one last.
I
Kristen
definitely
said
felt
it,
that
right?
during a lot of Cave Street cutscenes in
Kristen,
Remind.
Kristen said it too earlier, and ever since she said it, it's been, yeah. In base Cage 3, it's a little off too, but you can especially hear it late game. It's like the music, the voices aren't loud enough. I don't think there's a setting that lets you change that. I love being able to change that. I do it all the time in games just because I turn down sound effects, turn music down slightly. I always keep voices generally as high as possible because that's the most important thing. But I don't want the music too low to where I can't hear it. So
There's something me and my friends have to reclaim. Something that connected our hearts. That's what's binding me to this world. The last key. I need your help to get it back.
Got it.
I feel like these cutscenes could have been in the base game.
Wait for my signal. Roxas, now! Hit!
You can definitely hear a little raspiness in each of the characters' voices, but honestly, I feel like it enhances some of the voice lines. Like I feel like it works really well for Roxas. I feel like it worked for Vanitas as well. But characters who have more somber voices, for Shion, I don't feel like it helps as much. I need Shion blasting in my ears. Okay, Kairi, get active. Alright, bro, I didn't need that. Why you just run into that, bro? My PS4 disconnected. Did it actually die, or?
As your friends slowly vanish into nothing. These useless pawns must be cleared from the board.
I'm playing as Roxas. It's not like we had a choice, but
Roxas, Axel!
thinking of you.
Ready to get wild? Let's go.
Can't wait.
I love these three, dude. They're my favorite trio. I'm sorry. I love how he just switches between whatever weapon he wants to use. Are you staying in the air, though? I used to not like the different versions of the songs. Like the fusions of the songs, the themes. I didn't care for that as much.
This fusion's gas.
Yeah, this one's pretty great. I just healed myself, but
I call on the moon's pale light. This fight is over.
do you think Roxas is stronger than Sora? I think Roxas has the potential to be stronger than Sora. I can't necessarily say he is, but I haven't seen them fight.
Roxas, shield.
But I think he has the potential to be stronger than him.
Get what's ours.
Because now that you think about it, isn't Roxas technically the nobody of three people? Because technically, Sora had three hearts within himself when he was created. He had his own, he had Ventus, and Kairi's all within his heart. So when he was releasing Kairi's heart, that also created Roxas. So of course, because we already know Roxas is also the nobody of Ventus technically, which is why he took on the visual appearance of Ventus and more of the personality of Sora. That's one obvious thing, but like technically Kairi was in there too. So technically that could be the case as well. We know technically Nominate isn't a nobody, but she is a nobody, but like she's not a regular nobody. She's also Sora. She's also, well, she's okay. You could say she's technically Sora too, but she's mainly Ventus and Kairi because, that's why she has the more lighter hair, blondish, because of Ventus influence. And she's also Kairi because, of course, obviously that's who she's being born from. But she also has that connection to Sora as well, because of Sora, obviously, and how her existence came into be. That's why her powers a lot of time just solely revolve around Sora and people he's connected to. So it's just like, don't think that deeply. Don't become me. Don't think that deep. Don't do it. It makes Kingdom Hearts way more complicated than it's supposed to be. It's already supposed to be complicated. But don't think too deeply into it. You'll never be able to come back. The reclusive sigil.
Is this the sigil?
Yeah. That's the mark Xemnas gave us. It's what connected us from the start. It's the foundation of the bond we share.
And you and all the other nobles. Shion. Definitely feel that, Coda. I'm glad we have the all-in-one thing now. The all-in-one needs to be on Xbox as well. and Switch, if I'm being honest. I don't think the All-in-One is on Xbox. I think you can buy all of the games on Xbox, but
along with Xemnas, and that's fine. I just wanted to reclaim it for myself. It's how our bond came to be.
This is the connection we needed.
That's why I needed Sora's help. So that we could end this battle. Once and for all.
I'm fine with Allison voicing both, honestly. She did a great job in this game. I'm really mad that they haven't put the story of Key in these recaps and stuff. It sucks. And I know why they're not doing it. It's because the story isn't done. How are you going to recap a story that's not done? You know, in an official released product. That's why I feel like Melody of Memory, making it a recap game, you know, for the most part until the end, you know, I feel like we should have got that after they finished Key. But at the same time, this is also the perfect time to release the recap because, you know, we're getting into the next saga now.
And I'll fight for Kairi.
Yeah, when it comes to Keyblades, you're the old hands.
Bro, let me play as freaking Shion.
It's my turn.
Who do you usually play as, Roxas or Sora here?
Who, me?
You usually play as Sora, right?
For the full fight, did you beat Xemnas?
Yes.
I'll play as Sora because Roxas is still stronger.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He usually doesn't die as a party member.
Yeah, that's generally what I do. And having him just do so much damage to people, you know, as a CPU is honestly just really great.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy how fast he died. Yes, it sucks. They literally only released Melody of Memory on Xbox digitally. That sucks, dude. That sucks. But I know Xbox did horrible over there, so I can't say I'm surprised.
Why so sad?
You let them reduce you to this?
I thought you outgrew the marks under your eyes.
That part, that's what I was talking about right there.
So? You look like you need them.
Stop it. The whole act. I thought this was all for her.
They needed to have this talk way earlier on.
I sacrificed everything to try and track her down. You're the one who went off and made other friends. Left her and me both in the dust.
It's funny because when you compare Sayax and Riku, they're pretty similar characters. They chose to handle their situations differently. Like, you know how Riku basically turned to the dark side when Sora got other friends. That's why I hate that version of Riku. I mean, the character growth was worth it, so it don't matter anyway. But in the end, Sayax kind of did something similar. He distanced himself, and I guess he started feeling despair, realizing Axel was going off, making other friends, and just leaving her and him behind. Because the thing is, it's not that he wasn't friends with Sayax anymore. Sayax just started acting more cold towards him because he felt like Axel didn't care about him anymore. Because it's kind of different. His is more understandable than Riku's was, because he was literally coming here to find you and Kairi this whole time. That's the whole thing he's been doing in the first place. He even said this, but Axel didn't really explain himself. He didn't let Sykes realize that no, just because I've made other friends doesn't mean that what happened between you and me hasn't happened anymore. It doesn't mean that we don't have the same relationship that we've had all this time. I've known you the longest and you're my best friend. But I also have these best friends, so we can all be best friends. This is a conversation that needed to happen a long time ago. And if it did, then I think things would have went very, very differently. I think Syax wouldn't have tried to attack Roxas back then in days either. I don't think that would have happened because honestly, if they all ended up becoming close friends back then, and they were more, I guess, open with how they felt, he might have even assisted Roxas or even went with him back then. Who knows what differences would have occurred if Syax didn't act on his, I guess, jealousy of the relationship these three had together. So, especially, it probably made him feel worse too, because it's one thing to forget about, him, but to forget about, essentially the reason for coming to the organization in the first place. The reason why they joined that research team and why they ended up in the organization 13. The whole reason they're doing this was to find Subject X and to basically not care about that anymore and not do nothing with it probably really hurt him too. So it's like, again, they never talked about this. It sucked.
There's a lot of Subject X stuff in Days I want to notice, partially because we had no reason to even consider that, but there was some pretty ambiguous lines about a girl that was missing in Days. Ooh. Sox's character is pretty good, though. Honestly, even though for a character who doesn't have that much screen time, it's pretty well put together. His narrative.
Sense of purpose.
I didn't forget you.
Yes, I know.
How to do this again?
Do that.
Oh.
But I was jealous.
You admit it.
You admit it.
Well, if I make it back, you won't get it out of me a second time.
See you, Isa.
It's funny because Subject X is literally like around their age, so it's like because we know she came, scold, because we know she was 15 or around 15 around the time of Birth by Sleep. That made her around the age of me and Isaac, of course. So, and because over 10 years has passed since then, she's probably in like her mid-20s now too. So why are all his friends just kids, bro?
Skull's about to be one of the best characters in Kingdom Hearts, bro. About to be great.
She better be.
She's about to be with that Subject X storyline. I don't know. I feel like that storyline's about to be like fire, just heat. But we'll see. That's the only thing they didn't mention out of Melody of Memory. They kind of gave us a sort of teaser of where they were going with Verum Rex. They gave us a teaser of where they were going to go with Scala, which I knew that would come back, of course. They told us what the other trios were doing and what they're probably about to do. They're about to get the intel to stop searching for Sora. But Subject X, we ain't hear none about that. Does Yen Sid and them even know about that? Was that relayed to them at all?
Sorry, crying to that scene. But I don't think so. I don't know. Wait. I just realized something.
What?
No, never mind. Now it's not the time. I don't think I. No. I have to think on it more. I don't want to say it and sound stupid. I need to think about this. I'm trying to think too far ahead. Thinking too far ahead in Kingdom Hearts it hurts. I'm thinking way too much ahead. Because when you start thinking too much ahead, you start going on assumptions so much.
Then I'll reach
and everything
Kairi.
just starts falling apart.
The question is when.
Also, I'm probably about to end the stream.
I had a good run to that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. No, I'm ending way earlier than normal. We normally get like another 2 hours in, but honestly, I'm kind of tired from today. My day wasn't super eventful, but I still was out and about a lot of today, so it's like I still kind of feel tired, and I do have some plans with others that I've made as well. I need to work on videos. I need to get more homework done. I think I can afford one more day of not doing homework. So if I can't, I'm honestly gonna grind like 3 videos possible. I know there's one specific video I want to make of Age of Calamity, but I know I need to make at least 2 Kingdom Hearts videos. I want to give my thoughts on Melody of Memory ending. You guys have very, very much requested me to do that. It seems like there's a lot more people confused by the ending of Melody of Memory as I thought, or who needs more clarification on what happened. Because I know a lot of you guys do feel like you understand what happened, but extra clarification, you wouldn't mind having. As I did do a poll and you guys did, it was very apparent you guys, would like some kind of clarification. So that's what I'll probably prioritize upcoming, just because one, I need to I feel like besides the stream series, which is public, but not everybody see those, most of the community haven't seen that. I do need to make it more apparent that Square Enix did sponsor that, so I probably will say that in that video. Maybe that's just me flexing, but I also feel like I have to. But I do want to really, express that as well. My thanks towards that, and I do genuinely want to make sure that our community at least is on one accord, because what we learn in this community together will help us be able to explain and make people in other communities understand as well. Because of course, this all depends on me being able to fully understand it myself, which you guys know me. I know what's going on. I predicted Terra was the Guardian years ago. They thought I was crazy. Now look at me. Now look at me. I'm a genius. I'm a genius, bro. I'm a genius.
Crazy to predict that.
The thing is, I'm so crazy, I live in Nomura's head. That's how crazy I am. It's pretty cozy. You see me? You see this black void I'm in right now? This is Nomura's head, bro. It may seem just black and nothingness to you, but to me, this is complexity. This is endless potential. That is what I see in Tetsuya Nomura's head. Y'all don't see what I see. I promise you. Stick with your boy KingdomAce. I got you. I know I make theories and stuff nowadays that don't have a bunch of backing behind it, but I mainly do it just because I like bringing up theories that you guys think about. So I mainly just say, hey, you guys have been telling me this a lot, so let's talk about that. So I kind of took John's advice, because I used to struggle like thinking, bro, I don't have enough evidence for this. I literally just can't make this video and stuff like that. I used to stress too much about, 100% this is the case about theories. So I just kind of said, you know what? Screw it. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna just say, you know what? This probably isn't true, but what if this was the case? And just make a video on it. Who cares? So honestly, and that has been pretty fun, and you guys have seemed to really like that. And I'm surprised you guys have liked unscripted videos as much as you guys have. As long as they're an outline, I think I can do it. Editing is more annoying when I do it like that, just because I mess up a lot, but whatever. I think it's easier than writing a whole script and then doing it. Well, it's faster than writing a whole script and doing it, because, the videos end up being shorter if it's scripted anyway. So, and you guys keep telling me the worst thing about my videos is that they're too short. So, the watch time proves it at least. My watch time is generally the length of the average video. So, I think my watch time is like 7 minutes and like 30 something seconds. So it seems like y'all be leaving on the outros, because I be just hitting 8 minutes a lot of times for videos. I know it kind of sucks, and especially since there's like a 1-minute promo in videos, it's terrible, I know. But I definitely need to get better with making them longer. My raw footage is generally like 16, 17 minutes. though, but I mess up a lot. And sometimes I just redo certain paragraphs and stuff, or because I want to reword something, maybe it can make it more clear, etc. I just try to make y'all seen the process. I've recorded a video live on stream for you guys. You guys know how it be. But that's gonna be it. I want to give a big shout out to my homeboy Prodigy XCD, as he was the one co-commentating, practically only commentating the stream today. This is the link to his channel. Y'all are probably already subscribed to him, but for the 2 people here that probably aren't subscribed to him, there he is right there. He uploaded a new video about a specific trio in Kingdom Hearts that needs a new name. So you guys definitely
y'all can watch it.
It's definitely a meme video, but that's 5 minutes of power right there. All right, it's 5 minutes of power. Y'all should definitely check it out.
We come up with the trio name for Ansem, Enzo, and Evan. That's why they needed a name, and I was like, "Look, about to figure this out."
Hey, it'd be like that. All right, boyos. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that came out to support the stream. I really appreciate 50 likes on the stream as well. That really does mean a lot. I'm going to try to get this video out as soon as possible. For those of you guys that have not seen it, our most recent video was Neo the World Ends With You. And you guys are begging for a World Ends With You story summary kind of thing. So I might do that, but I really would probably prefer to play through the game again before I did that. But I know I don't necessarily have to do that because I played the game like a year and a half ago. Shortly after KH3 came out is when I played World Ends With You all the way through for the first time. So I might need to replay it again, or honestly, if it's easier, because I do plan on streaming the game and you guys want that after Chrono Trigger. So what I might do is just watch all the cutscenes online or something, and then recap the story in my own words, and then make the video on that, then stream the game. But that might be what I have to do. It all just depends, because I know I want to jump on the World Ends With You bandwagon while it's hot, but it seems like you guys want to as well, because you guys seem really interested in the sequel. But I will have that ending summary out for Melody of Memory as soon as possible. Then I'll probably follow with another theory or the World Ends With You video, and then we gonna get it cracking. I'll try to get Chrono Trigger going as soon as possible too, because we really do need to finish that game. We've made pretty great progress, and I've played that game numerous times before, so it shouldn't take me too long to beat the game again. I could probably beat it in 2 stream sessions, because we've made a lot of progress so far, and we're playing New Game Plus, so it shouldn't be hard for us to get through the ending of it. Part of me wants to show a special ending in it too, because there's some things you can do for a New Game Plus that I kind of want to do, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see then. But that's gonna be it. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Those guys in the United States, and even if you didn't have Thanksgiving today because you're outside of the U.S., I hope you had a great day today. It doesn't matter what holiday it is. It doesn't matter what day it is. Just know I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love you for so much support. I know John loves y'all too, because most of y'all are subscribed to him anyway. So much love from both of us. I hope you had a wonderful day. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe to both me and Prodigy XCD for more intriguing Kingdom Hearts content. But my name is KingdomAce, and remember, my warriors of courage, to stay strong, stay beautiful, and always look skyward. Good night.
Bye, guys.